Hey guys, Professor Embers here. So, a lot of people have been asking me, how did I come up with my OC? Well, my OC was inspired by Celestia and Luna. In the way that I can think of it, um, Professor Embers is kind of Celestia's nephew. Now, I'm not saying that Celestia in the series is an aunt, but she kinda is a big inspiration for a lot of bronies like me. Celestia is one of the best princesses that I can think of, honestly. Celestia and Luna are the only ones that I can actually count as a good inspiration for other bronies around the world. My OC was inspired by Celestia, like I already mentioned, but he decided to take up as a professor in Celestia's school for unicorns. So why? Well, the thing is, he's not related by blood to Celestia, but Celestia saw him as a nephew either way. Now, since they're not related by blood or anything, he did decide to be a Pegasus, but as a result, he also decided to be, well, not really a princess, but alicorns really aren't that common. He decided to say he decided to keep the title as a Pegasus, but he's actually an alicorn. No, without the unicorn, horn, I guess, you would be able to say that he's not really an alicorn. It is true, but the title of alicorn is still available if he still wants it. Celestia just said if you wanted it, then you can say so. Celestia also made his mane and tail, but the color of him, that's something else. Celestia made him the way he made everything else. Great facts and bare styles. But there is one thing that I want to get off my chest. Professor Embers is in love with Princess Luna. Like I said before, they're not related by blood. Like I said, they're not related by blood, but they are a bit different. Celestia did take him as a nephew, but that's still a little tricky for me. How can I explain this? Luna kind of has the same mane and tail as Professor, well, Embers. So it's a little different than usual. Now, how did I come up with his name, Professor Embers? Well, Professor Embers is kind of like a pony that knows a lot of logic. He's kind of a logic kind of professor. Now, his last name is Embers, but what about Professor? A lot of people would think that his first name is Professor, but it's not. His name is Will Embers. Um, Not many people know that. Will Embers is not really kind of what you would think. Now, a lot of people think that Will is different in nature. Will is his human name, but his pony name, Flame Embers. Before you start thrashing me with your insults, let me tell you why. Will is somewhat of a pony and somewhat of a dragon, honestly. If you look at his humor is a dragon. You just have to really look closely with it. In fact, I do believe that every pony looks up to him as kind of like a big brother. Not many people think about the way he is. In fact, he doesn't really have many qualities that would prevent him from, I don't know, being a philosopher. Well, in pony logic, that is. his forte is kind of different from other ponies, and he doesn't really have that many ideas to share. The only reason he knows so much about ponies is because, well, he lives around them his whole life. He's interacted with them, he's talked to them, he's walked and talked with everything. But his least favorite pony, I would have to say, is probably Fleur de Lis, Fancy Pants, and for sure, Spoiled Rotten. But he's actually good friends with Filthy Rich, though. And a lot of people think, a lot of ponies think that he is really the kind of pony you would want to be with or stay around. Now, a lot of Pegasus pony, including Rainbow Dash, has went to his school for a lot of things. And he also started to substitute in Twilight School. If you don't know what that is, you need to watch My Little Pony for once. I would prefer season 7 or 8. Or maybe even 9. Anyways, it's a whole lot different when you think of Professor Embers as different, or it's an understatement, honestly. To say he is talented in pony logic would be a really major understatement. Me personally, I feel indifferent. But here's something I really want you to understand. He is one to teach you. If you don't think so, you can leave me to my craziness, but Professor Embers is one pony you want to learn from. As you heard his voice, which is my voice, you might be thinking, well, how do you think he interacts with us a whole lot more? Well, Celestia never really interfered with any pony's life because she was always on the throne. That boring life? Come on. Who would love that? Who wouldn't want to be out there in the world making the Corsair a better place? Celestia was always on the throne. But Embers was always in the school or out enjoying life. How do you explain something that went from this? Let me rephrase that. How would you be able to hang out with someone that you know teaches that could go from living like this to living like this? Well, let me explain why. Instead of being a teacher, he has a lot of spare time. I wouldn't say he has too much time because that would be a completely overreaching. He has much more time than you think, but he also has a lot less time than you think. How would you believe that? I mean, how would you believe me if I told you that he has different kind of things to worry about? Or you could say that he has nothing better to do than to teach and live life to the fullest. Yeah, but how do you teach school when you have, like, 8 hours of the day, right? 8 hours of the day. And how would you be able to do a lot of the stuff that you want? Well, here's how. You have a lot of teaching responsibilities, yes, but you teach in the morning. Think about that, huh? From 5 to 1. How would you feel when you did that? Get up early in the morning, but you get to sleep at night. It's early in the morning, yes. And he has a lot of days off. He only works 2 days a week. How would you feel if you got to work 2 days a week with a lot of pay and have, I don't know, maybe all the other time to yourself? Think about that for a second. If you got to have all this great stuff, how would you feel if you got to live freely for just a couple weeks? But yeah, that's how my OC came to be. I decided you guys should know sooner than later. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Actually, you know what? Let's count this as a class. So with that, class is dismissed.